Sitting in tension long enough will end up releasing it. A lot of times humanity doesn't know how to handle emotions. Most of us don't know how to handle emotions. We react to it. We end up reacting to our emotions. Well, what do I mean by reacting? We don't understand what we're facing. We don't understand what we're feeling, right? We don't understand what we're feeling when it comes to our emotions. We don't understand what we're seeing as well, right? So we end up reacting to it. Another thing is that humanity tends to like drama. We're addicted to drama. Addicted we're addicted to challenges, we're addicted to negativity. So a lot of times we create negativity out of nowhere, right? We have a choice. Ultimately, we have a choice between positivity and negativity. And humanity has this a lot of us have this tendency to be drawn towards drama, be drawn towards the dramatic, be drawn towards the negative, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong to be drawn with the negative as long as you know how to transmute it, right? For I can speak for myself. I like I like drama. I like things that are dramatic at times, right? At the same time, I like my peace. So what I end up doing is I could sit in something negative. I could sit in something dramatic. I can sit in the tension and end up transmuting that energy into something peaceful, right? I'm addicted um, to that experience to transmute it to something peaceful. But a lot of times humanity is addicted to just drama. We go from one dramatic event to another dramatic experience, right? And not just humanity itself, but you as an individual as well, right? So this is a video about sitting in attention and to release it, right? Without reacting, right? We don't know how to deal with our emotions, right? I made a video about how dealing with emotions. You could probably find it in my timeline somewhere. I don't remember what I called it, but uh, it's a video about how to deal with your emotions, and basically, it's just to sit in there, right? Humanity is very impatient when it comes to emotions. We don't like to sit in it, right? We like to dramatize it. We like to amplify it. We like to express it, but we don't want to sit in it with patience, right? Because we don't want to feel them, right? So to release tension is to just to sit in the tension, right? Just to observe that there's tension, that it's there, right? To recognize that there's conflict, there's some type of tension, there's some type of disagreement within yourself or with other people. Just recognize that there is a contradiction, there is a paradox, there is a difference in identity, in ego and personality, and and in ideas, right? And thought, right? Just it takes us for you to just have that recognition of that tension, right? And then to sit in it, meaning to just observe it, right? Without dramatizing it, without putting a label on it, right? You don't have to put a label on that tension. You just sit in there and recognize it for what it is. Just your recognition alone, right? I talked about this in my previous video with when I said conflict is a signal for integration, right? You don't need to embody what someone else wants you to embody when it comes to integration, right? All it takes is for you to recognize and give the contradiction or whatever you dislike space, right? Whatever you disagree with space. You just need to give it space, right? Same with attention. You just need to give that tension, allow the tension to occur, because the tension is not going to last very long. Feelings and emotions are fleeting. All emotions and all feelings are fleeting, and there is no negative and positive feelings. It's just they're just there. They exist, right? So just sit in the tension, recognize it, observe it without putting any labels into it, and that tension is going to release. People are going to release their grip on their beliefs, release their grip on personality, release their grip on their egos, their ideas, right? Their perspective. People will release their grip if you just sit in it, sit in the tension between the two, and it will slowly just release, and then you'll kind of forget why you were in conflict in the first place, and realize the conflict and the fight was just meaningless.